Alright guys, so in this video I just want to explain why I don't use KontrolFreeks anymore, and I think they're actually really bad for you. So I feel like I have a right to say this too, because I played on KontrolFreeks for months while I was on console and when I switched to PC too. But I felt like when I took them off I was able to perform a lot better than before, and it even felt a lot more comfortable. So the first thing I want to say is that it's a lot harder for me to play claw when I'm on KontrolFreeks, because I play claw. The stick is like raised, so when I'm trying to YY or if I'm pressing the A buttons like stem or something, it's like a lot more uncomfortable. Since the stick is raised, I have to put like my index finger all the way at the bottom, so it's kind of annoying. And I didn't mind it too much, because I felt like, oh, if KontrolFreeks are gonna make me better, I'd rather be a little bit uncomfortable and be good at the game. But it actually turns out that it was actually holding me back. So that's one of the reasons why I don't use KontrolFreeks, mainly because it just messes up my claw movement. But I'm pretty sure a lot of people can play claw with KontrolFreeks with no problem. But as I was saying with how it messes up the way I play claw, it also messes up my movement. So I play tactical, right? Bumper, jumper, tactical, flip. And when I slide, I press the right stick, which the KontrolFreek is going to be on. So if I'm pressing the right stick and the stick is raised, then it's going to be a lot harder for me to actually input the button into the controller. So I'm crouching like this. If I use a KontrolFreek, it's going to be a lot harder. And I felt like, I don't know if it was like my certain KontrolFreek or what, but like when I pressed it, I felt like I had to press it more precise. Like I had to press it on the thing, where if I just have it a lot lower, it's so much easier for my thumb to just press it. So when I'm sliding around, it's like so much easier and so much more comfortable for me to slide instead of having a longer stick and then sliding like that. And also drop shotting too. I felt like drop shotting was very hard on KontrolFreeks, because like the stick's raised, I gotta run around, I gotta drop shot, and then on top of that I gotta aim, be able to jump and shoot. It was really uncomfortable for me. I can't do a bunch of fast movements when I'm on KontrolFreeks. It's just it just hurts my hands. But I mean, KontrolFreeks aren't really made just to make your movement better. They're mainly made to make your aim better. So I understand if people are like, oh, I'd rather have less movement, and I could probably make up for that, and then I'll just use the KontrolFreeks to better my aim. But actually, here's the crazy part. I feel like KontrolFreeks actually make your aim worse. And I know that sounds crazy, because the whole purpose of KontrolFreeks is to be more precise in your aim, just so you can hit more shots. That's the whole purpose of it, right? So remember what I talked about dead zone, my dead zone video? Let's say I have my dead zone, what, 0, right? If I have my dead zone at 0, I'm able to react to every single adjustment, right? So if I have my KontrolFreeks on, I would be able to react to every single adjustment a lot easier, because the stick is raised and I can be more precise. But in my dead zone video, I explained why a higher dead zone gives you more aim assist, because if you snap onto somebody, the aim assist, the thing just stops and then it tracks the person for you, right? But if you have a KontrolFreek, you're putting more input in the little adjustments, knocking off your aim assist. So at the end of the day, the KontrolFreeks are actually bad for your aim assist. They might help you, like, let's just say you play, I don't know, with no aim assist on. KontrolFreeks would definitely be better, and they would definitely help you a lot more. I would definitely use KontrolFreeks if I had 0 aim assist. But being that I have aim assist on and I play 0.06 dead zone, I feel like it's extremely important for me to play without them on. I feel like they would really mess everything up. But that's what I gotta say about aiming with. It's really uncomfortable for me. Like I can't play with less aim assist than I have right now. It's really uncomfortable. And also, I heard some people, either when I go live or in the comments, people keep saying that, yeah, I have KontrolFreeks, but sometimes like they either slip or like it starts to peel off and then I start missing my shots or something. And yeah, I did feel sometimes it used to slip with me too, but I never had a problem where like it peeled off by accident. So you can avoid like little mistakes if you just don't use them at all. But those are the main reasons why I don't use KontrolFreeks. I really do think that they're bad for you. People use things like precision rings and stuff like that. I never tried them, so I can't really say anything about them. I can only say stuff about KontrolFreeks because I used them for a long time, and I felt like it was a lot better without them. So Also, I do use trigger stops, you know, that's another add-on I have on my controller. Because some people are like, do you use anything to use the trigger stops, KontrolFreeks? I use trigger stops for my jump button, so like if I bunny hop, it's a lot easier for me to bunny hop because I can press it more on the spot. Let me turn them off real quick, turn my trigger stop off. So, I can still do it really good if I get the timing down. I don't have the timing down because I play it on, you know, trigger stops. But I do feel like if you put trigger stops on, it does make your jumping a lot more like on the dot. Like it's a lot easier for me. That's why some people are like, I could play bumper jumper tactical flipped, but the bunny hop is hard. That's probably one of the reasons I use trigger stops. You probably don't. You can still do it really good, but it's just harder for you guys because you don't have it. But I'm gonna play with some bots without KontrolFreeks and with KontrolFreeks. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna do better, obviously, without KontrolFreeks because I've been playing on it for so long. But I still feel like you could still tell somewhat of a difference when I use KontrolFreeks and when I don't. So I'll do that right now. One thing I forgot to do when I was playing with the bots was to show you the difference between the drop shot with the KontrolFreek and without it. I usually don't drop shot on bots though because, you know, they just hit every shot, and drop shotting is more of like to catch people off guard, and you can't really catch bots off guard. But this is my drop shot with KontrolFreek, so that's my drop shot right there. It's a lot more uncomfortable for me. And then let me take it off. Alright, so is without. I can be more precise and like drop shot like at the exact point so that I don't show too much of my body. With the KontrolFreek, it's so much harder to do. And a lot of people are gonna be like, oh well, I don't need a drop shot because I bunny hop and stuff. Like, that's fine, you can do that. But me personally, I like to use like every move, because if I bunny hop too much, my opponents are gonna know that I'm gonna bunny hop, and then I'll just drop shot next time. But also, a lot of people who play with KontrolFreeks, they usually play high sensitivity. So I play what, 6-6, right? I play 6-6. Some people could play, I don't know, 10-10, 13-13, 15-15, and it makes sense because you can control it with KontrolFreeks. But I really don't like, when you're playing competitive, you should never play like high sensitivity. And one of the reasons why you shouldn't play is because you know, if you turn corners, you gotta be able to like see people. So if I turn this corner, I'm being able to see here, here, and here. If I have, I don't know, if I have like 15, if I turn, it's super hard to see. It's too, like, your centering is gonna be off because everything's blurry around you. The higher your sensitivity is, the more blurry it is. And then let's just say there's a guy right here, right? So if you turn, you gotta like, you look here too much and then you gotta snap onto him. And it's so annoying when I see people do that, because people are like, dude, I'm not hitting any shots. Well, if you have slower sensitivity, you're gonna be able to beam him. If your screen's slow and you're aiming this way, you're gonna be able to catch him right here. Or even if you pass him, if he's right there, boom, you know? So that's the reason I don't use KontrolFreeks. And hey, you guys can try it out for yourself. You can try the difference, see what you like best, but I really think that they do hurt you more than they help you.